I have to do it for myself. But have you wake up too? So it was great teaching for 30 minutes. We all had great teaching, but who knows, maybe you still have some questions. As you've heard, it's all about questions. It's not about coming up with some clever answers, but to keep questioning. In this question, the answer is already in the question, what am I? That's already an answer.
I have a question about kong-ans. I find when I walk into an interview that there's something of a paradox in that I'm supposed to carry this don't know mind and not know and yet provide an answer. And I don't know quite how to navigate that tension. So every time I feel like I arrive at an answer and I'm there, there's a sense of knowing. There's a sense of, oh, this is right, that's correct. So I don't know how that relates. How does an answer to the kong-an relate to this idea of don't know mind?
Yeah, so first of all, if you come to interview room with this attitude, I have to answer. So that's already a mistake. It's not don't know, you already want something. So you have to let go of this mind. I want to give a good answer. Just be open, whatever comes up, whatever happened there, just respond. But of course, it's easy to say, it takes time. We have our habits of trying to, present ourselves as best as we can. And so there is in time, if we continue, if we come for interviews again and again, then we trust this don't know more. We trust that there is something more than just our thinking, our conceptual thinking. And then what happened, it's not only, in the interview room using the don't know mind before thinking mind, but also in everyday life. Whatever is happening, things are coming up. And how do we respond? Sometimes there is no time for thinking. And usually that is the best moment, because you just do something. And you might be surprised with yourself. Oh, wow, where does it come from? What did just happen right now? So just allow yourself to, to really come with completely open, empty mind, like whatever mind, whatever happened. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to prove anything. And then something very interesting happens. So kong-an it is a wonderful technique, actually. This morning we heard about kong-an, about flying dragon. So we have this interesting, in kong-ans we have all kinds of animals, right? Flying dragon and dog and cat and mouse and cicada and this and that. And at the beginning they sound strange. And we don't understand what is this all about. Because we are very attached to words and speech. But then if you continue and you try those kong-ans, then you slowly see this is not about the speech, it's not about words. It's about the meaning, which is always beyond the speech. And if you have this open moment and you allow yourself to feel the unknown, to relax in this unknown, then the answer appears, and you have this moment of, aha, this is it. That's very interesting. So Kong-an is designed to take us to this place of don't know, of before thinking. And give us this experience which we are not feeling very comfortable when we have that in everyday life. Everyday life brings kong-ans. In everyday life we have challenges. And we try to answer very fast and to make decisions very fast. And usually it comes from here. Or we try to, ignore whatever comes up. Or just, separate. This is often we do that. Or maybe we use the maybe we block our experience, or maybe we separate from whatever is happening, because we cannot completely experience what we see, what comes up. Sometimes it is difficult, sometimes it is painful, and if we cannot deal with that, we usually become separated from this experience, whatever is in front. And actually this separation is basically the primary cause for our suffering and for our loneliness. So this practice is about connection. It's about deep connection. Every day my highlight for every day is like going for a walk. Going for a walk is kind of reconnecting to this world. Letting go of whatever, I'm doing at the house, emails and Skypes and all kinds of talks, and so it's just to let go. It's the best moment, just to let go and go out and connect to this world and have some fresh moments, and whatever might happen on this walk. And today was very interesting. First, I saw a group of children. They were also going for a walk. They were together, very cute, like about 4 years old children. It's always very touching to see small children. Kind of is an awakened moment for me when I see that. And then it was the 2 helicopters. They were flying above this area, but they were, the sound of helicopter. They were not really moving. They were like kind of standing up, maybe searching something. I don't know, But the sound of the helicopter, that was also very alive moment. And then the sky became red. Also beautiful moment. This kind of moments. So we have this idea that we practice and some big experience will happen. Big enlightenment, big awakening. Yeah, maybe. But it's more like short moments, these awakened moments, many times. Short moment, many times. It's more like that. So it's if we dwell on our concerns, it's very difficult to pay attention. To pay attention to whatever or whoever appears in front of us. And often we do that. We just dwell on our concerns. But if we try, to see and accept whatever comes up and whatever is happening and really experiencing, then there is no separation. So this whole practice is about oneness, becoming one. And then we might pay attention to others, or we might be willing to engage in what is, rather than always wanting different than what is. There is a beautiful poem in this book, Always Think a Flower. It's a Taoist poem, and it's can read it actually. Kind of remember it because it's a kong-ans as well. So there is a time for being ahead, a time for being behind, a time for being in motion, a time for being at rest, a time for being vigorous, a time for being exhausted, a time for being safe, a time for being in danger. The master sees things as they are without controlling them. So the master, who is the master? You are the master. You are the master of this body, the boss of this body. So every moment, each moment, we have a choice, right? We can follow the same habitual way of responding, of dealing with whatever comes up, or we might have this awakened, alive moment and just do the right thing. Make a right choice.